Let's imagine that you're going to take a selfie and you do it. After capturing the picture, you notice that something is not right and you don't want something in that picture or something is missing over there. You have two options now. You can take another picture or edit the same picture. Let's take that you're going to edit the same picture. You'll add some filters, you'll add some background, you'll add some colors, you'll make your face even more brighter and lots more. So editing most likely happens digitally overall. Editing a photo, editing a video, or even editing a piece of writing in the internet and so on. But what could happen if babies and humans could be edited? Do you understand what I mean? For example, I want this person to be tall, but he's already 35 years of age. No matter, I can change his height. I want my eye color to be green, which is naturally black, but no issues, it can be changed. The next example is gonna blow your mind. A pregnant woman can go to a doctor and design her baby. I want my baby to be this tall. I want my baby's hair color this, that. I want my baby to be like all this. She can design her baby. Can you really believe this? Technology is growing without limits. One such way to edit human beings and babies is genome editing. That's what we are going to look into in this video. Please watch this video without skipping till the end.
Everybody talking but they coming to the shows. Pull up in the rows, now she wanna roll. Everybody talking but they coming to the shows. Pulling up and you know I'm swerving. Bad bitch pushing on curving. Run it out like a nigga earning. Gotta check now.
On October 7, 2020, Emmanuel Charpentier and Jennifer A. Doudna were awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for developing this method called genome editing. The name itself is very different, but ladies and gentlemen, do you know what it is exactly? If you do know it already, let me know in the comment section. Basically, it is a method by which scientists can alter the DNA of a particular organism. Organism in the sense, anything which has life. It can be microorganisms, it can be plants, animals, and recently, human beings as well. Before going into this, let's talk about DNA for some time. The Deoxyribo nucleic acid, DNA, in very simple words, is your genetic code. For example, like an outfit of the day kind of thing. It is your genetic code. It's gonna describe all your physical characteristics like your height, like your eye color, your hair color, your skin type, and everything. For example, if a child's father is very tall, chances are that child is also going to become very tall in the future. So it is automatically understood that our DNA comes from our parents. But sometimes this DNA can carry some sort of diseases and disorders. They are most likely called genetic disorders. Almost 4% of the babies born every year have some sort of genetic disorders with them. So the purpose of genome editing is to cure genetic disorders. What genome editing is going to do here is that it is going to replace that particular gene which is causing some sort of trouble in your body with a healthier one, or it can make the same gene work in a different way. For example, if I have a particular gene in my body which is causing some sort of trouble to me, I can have that particular gene replaced with a healthier one, or I can make the particular gene work in a different way. I hope my point is clear for you now. But how on earth is this possible? Is it possible to cut DNA like a piece of paper and replace it with something else? Is it totally possible? Yes, it is possible. With CRISPR technology. CRISPR? Is it some sort of chips or something? Clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats. I understand you guys, it is completely a long name and a quite tricky one too. It is difficult to remember, but it is very easy to understand. Let's look into what it is now. CRISPR was invented in 2009. It has made it easier to edit DNA when compared to older genome editing methods. It is much more simple, faster, cheaper, and more accurate than older genome editing methods. Like I said earlier, CRISPR technology is used to replace a particular gene with a healthier one or make it work differently. For the whole cutting and replacing thing to happen, a tool called Cas9 is required, CRISPR associated protein 9. So CRISPR is a method, whereas Cas9 is a tool for that method to work effectively. Using CRISPR and Cas9, scientists can add, remove or alter a specific DNA thread. So CRISPR and Cas9 combined together are gonna act like Stone, paper, scissors. It would definitely sound good for you to hear all these technological advancements in the field of medicine especially. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying this video. So far, did genome editing happen anywhere actually? Or is this genome editing only a concept? No, it has actually happened. In 2015, in London, doctors and scientists had cured a baby girl's leukemia, which is cancer, with genome editing techniques. That was the first time in this world when the scissors technique was used. Apart from curing only genetic disorders, there are a lot of other diseases which are not cured by normal methods and treatments, but which can be cured by genome editing methods. Here is a small list of those diseases. So guys, just when a new concept comes out or a new idea comes out, it is gonna have positive and negative sides. Just like that, genome editing also has positive as well as negative sides. Let's look into the positive side first. The first ever benefit is that it would improve the quality of life. Just imagine a world without diseases and illness. Wouldn't it be so happy and peaceful? Automatically it is gonna make people live longer. What happens when there are no diseases and illness? There is gonna be happiness, automatically lives are gonna be longer. Though genetic disorders are very rare to happen and very low in numbers, they are still in numbers of concern. There are a number of children out there losing their lives in a very young age, even without knowing the true meaning of life and even without having much more experiences in life. Why should they suffer? Apart from human trials, gene editing is also being tried out in agriculture for the main purpose of increasing plant yield, quality, disease resistance, herbicide resistance, and lots more. One more surprising fact is that CRISPR technology is being used in mosquitoes. For what? To prevent malaria. So after a certain period in this world, there is not going to be any malaria cases because the mosquitoes itself won't have malaria genes with them. Now let's go into the negative side. As far as the positive side is concerned, it is very good for you to hear. But the negative side is very serious. First of all, everyone is unique. Interfering with DNA is like going opposite to the way of nature, and it is also equal to creating a whole new organism. Even a small mistake just made once is gonna affect thousands of generations. Do you think that altered DNA won't pass on to the next generation, like to their kids and their kids and their kids? It will go on and on and on. It will never stop. Also, there are some ethical questions regarding this. Genome editing is too expensive, and only the rich can access it. Would it widen the gap between the rich and the poor in the future? Some people could use genome editing for traits and not for health, like height, color and skin, and so on. Is that gonna be okay? Why should we alter or edit ourselves just for the sake of physical appearance? Don't we understand that everyone is unique? We will get what we desire, but the coming generations will suffer genetically in some way or the other. For example, if I want to change my eye color to green or some other color, my body will accept that color only to that particular gene. If my gene is passed down to the next generation, they won't necessarily have a green eye. They will have that gene, but in some other form, and that form is gonna be bad for them. Because every body is unique and every DNA is custom made for every individual. No two persons will have the same DNA. So, my gene is gonna affect that person's body. In India, several rules, guidelines and policies backed by Environment Protection Act 1986 regulate genetically modified organisms. Apart from this, the Indian Council of Medical Research and the Biomedical and Health Research Regulation Bill implies regulation of the gene editing process. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is totally accepted that technology and science is taking life on Earth to the next level. However, like other scientific developments, it can turn out to be both advantageous and disastrous. So it all depends on how the gene editing process is developed for the welfare of mankind and not for anything else. My opinion about this genome editing is quite straightforward. Using genome editing only for the purpose of curing genetic disorders and any other contagious disease is quite enough. Otherwise, altering all this DNA and playing with it is definitely not advisable, because as I said earlier, it can lead to a creation of a new organism, which is definitely not safe for us. We humans are unique. We must maintain that identity forever. Messing up with our own identity in this earth is definitely disastrous for humankind and for the future of this world. Eventually, it can also be dangerous to the very existence of humans in this world. I hope that you would have enjoyed this new information. Kindly drop your comments down below about what you think about this genome editing. Is this going to be beneficial or not? Or what are your other personal opinions about this? So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with everyone, and drop your comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for new videos every week. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.